find the gradient. So after finding the gradient this way, what do? You cross multiply the formula. You cross multiply the formula for the gradient. Okay, so when you get the equation for a line, when you get your gradient, sorry, after getting your gradient, you cross multiply the gradient formula to get the equation for a line and fill it. So all you have to do is to remove the 2 under the y2 and y1, which will represent in the formula. Because don't forget, the formula must look like y is equal to mx plus c. This is what we are going to do when we finish. So expect that to happen. So we are going to cross multiply the formula. If you cross multiply, like I said, we are going to remove the 2 under the y and the x. So this is like for one, you know that. So cross multiply means this. Let the y come first. So we get y is equal to y minus y1. You see, this one is coming to multiply the 1 equal to, then m will multiply the x. So you get m x minus x1. Simple. This is the formula. Then you pick any pairs. Pick any pairs on the map. The examiner may give you the pairs. Give you the 2 and the 1. Then just fill it. I hope you are getting it. So he just give you this or you just pick the pairs and go. So we look at it very soon. So let's look at the pairs we should pick. Which one should we pick? If you pick x equals 2, then you have to pick y equals 4. If you pick x equals 4, y equals 8. If you pick x equals 6, y equals 12. This is the picture. So let's pick x equals 2, y equals. So when x equals 2, y equals 4, let's fill it in the formula. Let me clear it and write it up here. So it will appear like this. So y minus y1 equal to m into bracket x minus x1. So filling it, you can say y minus, the y value there is 4. Remember that. Look at it. Y here, you are picking x equals 2, y equals 4. So the x is also equals 2. You fill it there. The gradient we had our gradient to be 2 when we did our calculation. Then x minus the 2. So when x equals 2, y equals 4, and the gradient is 2, this is what happens. Now let's go. So all you have to do is just simplify it, group items. So y minus 4 equal to 2x minus 4. 2 times 3 is 4. So finally, y must be equal to, like I said, you arrange it that way. It must come as y equals mx plus c. So 2x. Then this 4, it's also a constant. So you come to join this 4. So 4 minus 4 plus 4 will give you 0. So here will be 0. So our y-intercept is 0. What does it mean? Yes, tell me what it means. If the y-intercept is 0, where would the curve pass? The center. I believe you agree with me. The curve will pass at the center. Because we said where the curve cuts the y-axis is the y-intercept. At this case, that place is 0. Therefore, it will cross at the center of the Cartesian plane. Therefore, and the gradient is also what? Positive. Therefore, the curve will face where? Right side. It will not face left, it will face right side. This is how to get the gradient of the curve. Now, in examination, if they ask for the rule for the mapping, all you have to do is that I've told you already that when they say rule for the mapping, just write it in this manner. X maps to 2x. But when they say equation for line, y is equal to 2x plus 0 is significant. So this is the equation for line, or that's the rule for the mapping. Thank you. Is that okay with that? So this is how to apply the equation for line method. So 1, find the gradient of the curve. The formula is y2 minus y1. That's changing y divided by changing x. X2 minus x1. After getting that, cross multiply the equation of a line, cross multiply the gradient formula, remove the 2 under it, fill it with any pairs that you want. Come to the mapping or the table and pick any pairs. You pick x, you pick its corresponding y value, right? So if I pick 6, I must pick 12. If I pick 4, I must pick 8. If I pick 2, I must pick 4 as I used. So this is how it works. Cross multiply formula, pick any pairs, fill it with the gradient, and the answer will come. So this is a very nice picture of it. Now for a function, it's so simple. It's represented by fx, as you see. So fx equals 2x plus 3. This is a function. So when he asks for the image, find the image of the function 2x plus 3 when x equals, let's say, negative 2. So the function is 2x plus 3. I have 2x. The function is 2x plus 3. So fx equals 2x plus 3. So you can give you the domains, right? Either one or more on the table or on the graph, on the table or on the mapping. So when x equals negative 2, you just put 2 in place of the negative, in place of the x, negative 2 in place of the x. So you say fx, sometimes write y is equal to the same. So 2 into bracket negative 2 plus 3. Yes, you just fill it and get your answer. So what will happen? This neg 4 plus 3 is what? Neg 1. So the image is negative 1 when the domain is negative 2. That is what it means. In the same way, he can also ask you find the domain whose image is, let's say, 5. Find the domain whose image is 5. What it means is that so simple. The same function which you can choose to represent by y. You can say y is equal to 2x plus 3. He said the image, which is this one, is 5. Put it there, equal to 2x plus 3. So the x value is the domain he's looking for. Group like terms. So when this one comes here, you get 5 minus what? 5 minus 3 will produce what? Let me simplify it and write it. 5 minus 3 will give you 2. So I'll get 2 is equal to 2x. I divide both sides by 2, here by 2. X is equal to 1. So the domain is 1 when the codomain is 5. This is what they can do in function for you. It's so simple as ABC. It's not anything difficult. So either you find the image or find the function, find the domain. All right. Last but not least is exponential method. So we have dealt with equation of a line method. We have dealt with function. One method, the last method of finding equation of a line or the rule for the mapping, exponential method. So good. With this, the exponential method works if and only if there's a common ratio between the codomain, not common difference. Common difference subtraction. So there's a common ratio. So if you test by observation, you are not getting it. You test by equation of a line, you are not getting it. Test common ratio. Common ratio is division. When we did proportion and ratio, you realize that ratio is another way of writing proportion, or proportion is another way of writing fraction, and it is used for comparison. So it is fraction. Ratio is fraction. So 32 over 16, common ratio represented by R. 32 over 16 is what? Is 2. 16 over 2 is over 8 is also 2. 8 over 4 is also 2. 4 over 2 is also what? 2. So there's a common ratio. So with that, the formula is y equals AR raised to the power x minus b. AR raised to the power x minus b. So the power is on top of the r only, where a is the first term of the codomain. So here in this case is 2. A is 2. B is the first term of the domain, which is 1, as you can see from this table, this mapping. You get it? So A is the first term of the codomain, that's the y values, is 2. The domain has 1, which is the B, represented by B. is the first term of the domain. R is the common ratio we have just learned how to calculate. You just divide. If you realize that there's a common ratio, that means they are the same. The ratio between them is the same. That is common. Then the x value is the one you choose to use. So you can say if x equals 1, or if x equals 2, or if x equals 3, if x equals 4, or if x equals 5. This is exactly what you just say or you do, and it works for you. You fill it in the formula and you get it. So proving it, let's say when x equals 2, we want to prove that we are going to get 4. When x equals 2, are you going to get 4? Let's see. Good. I've done the workings here already for you. So you can try the rest. When x equals 4, when x equals 3, when x equals 5, you can try the rest and see. So let's get it. Y equals a r raised to the power s minus b. A is 2, b is 1. Our common ratio is 4/2, like I told you earlier. So if x equals 2, let's fill it. 2, and between a and r is multiplication, so you can bring bracket. 2 raised to the power 2. 2 is the s because we said when x equals 2. So minus 1 gives you 2. 2 times 2 is what? 4. Is it not 4? In the mapping, go to the mapping and see. It is 4. So that is how it works. So when there's a common ratio between the y value, this is what you must do. Use this formula. Y equals AR raised to the power x minus b. But when there's a common difference, use y equals mx plus c, where you find the gradient, cross multiply the formula. Choose any person and fill it, or the point given to you, use it. For that matter, that's the end of relation, mapping, and function. So try the test on the relation mapping and function 1.1, 1.2, the objective test. You can also try your hands on the paper to see how it works. So this is how beautiful it is. That's the end of that. If you have any question, WhatsApp me, then I'll give you a feedback on that. Thanks so much.